Hey guys, today I'm going to show you the build I've been running for the past day. It's a thief build and it's very effective at assassinating people. I really like to break off from the main fight and go for that point that no one's contesting, and then once I do that they'll send one guy to deal with me, or maybe there's a guy already defending. You can kill a person in like 3 seconds, including the spike. I really like this build. It's very, very strong in a 1 versus 1 situation. You kind of want to avoid getting in a big fight if you can, but you can still contribute. You're just really squishy. The main idea here is to immobilize, stun the guy, and do your burst quickly. And so for this build I'm using the sword pistol combo, and the main damage source is going to be pistol whip. Now the thing about the thief is that unlike all the other classes, his weapon skills don't have cooldowns and instead work off of initiative. So that's really good for what I'm trying to do here, because I want to be spamming pistol whip over and over if I can. So usually you'll kill a player with about 2 to 3 pistol whips, and I'll do a demonstration in just a second. But first I want to talk about all the different things that I'm bringing here. So the combo itself is use Devour Venom to immobilize your opponent on the next attack, and then we're going to steal, which shadow steps your foe, and I have a trait that does some damage, right? So this is going to be treated as an attack, which immobilizes them, and then after that you use haste and start to pistol whip. So let me show you how it works here. So first you put up the venom, and then you steal, haste, and pistol whip. Dead. So you can do that to a player. They're a little bit stronger than these heavy golems or whatever, but you can just do it twice, and even if it doesn't kill them, they're going to be so low that you can just finish them off. So let's talk about how I managed to do that. So first of all, I'm using sword and pistol with the air and fire runes, so that's gonna, every time I crit, right, I have a good chance of adding another 1,000 damage to the burst, which is exactly what I'm trying to do here, burst people down. I also have a short bow with a superior fire. The short bow is not really used for fighting too much. Sometimes you can like trade shots. Like they actually do surprising amounts of damage. Like just that did 1,000 crit, bounced twice more, and then triggered the fire rune for another 1,000. Just one shot, right? But the main reason why it's here is, first of all, if there's a guy that's annoying you, you can back away like this. It also cripples them for a little bit. You can teleport away and up. If you're good with it, you can teleport up to a building or something like that, and just break people off from chasing you. And so it's here for the mobility and utility, while the sword pistol combo is there for the damage. Now the sword pistol combo also has other things that are interesting, and I'll cover that now. The first one that's amazing is Infiltrator Strike. So with this you can teleport to an enemy and then teleport back by clicking it again. Now you can use this when you're not actually targeting anything, and it puts the marker down where you were, so you can go and run away somewhere and then do whatever you want, come back here. And that's very good on maps where you want to, say you're defending a point, but then you want to do something else that's nearby. Say you want to kill the chieftain. You can drop one of these at your point and go kill the chieftain. If someone starts to go for your point, you can teleport back and defend it right away. Now I'll show you the traits that I'm using. So again, the idea here was to pack as much burst as I could. So I'm maximizing both power, precision, which gives me critical chance, and critical hit damage. I'm also getting this point down here, Thrill of the Crime. This is very important because the build has no other means of gaining Fury, and Fury is 20% critical chance. That's very important for what you're trying to do. So this here enables the steal to, just makes your burst that much better. Okay, so let's go over the runes themselves. This one here is kind of a, I'm in combat, which kind of sucks because I wanted to show you the options, but I'll just cover these and then I'll deal with the alternatives. So the Side Strike, this rune here is not, this trait's not particularly strong. There's not much else to pick here. Then I have 5% crit on my dual skills, which is the pistol whip. I have 20% extra damage when target is below 50% health, which obviously, you know, the second pistol whip is the one that's going to kill him. This is what allows my mug to trigger Devour Venom and also do quite a bit of damage actually. Let me show you just how much it does. So heavy golem, taking the mug for 3,000. That's a great way to start a fight. You also get some interesting buffs here. I'm not going to cover these, they're general for all thieves, but you got to use this in order to be able to steal again. That's kind of important. Can't forget that. Okay, and then on the power line, I also have Panic Strike, and this is amazing. Like, immobilizing a guy for 4 seconds when you're beating him down and he's already under 50% health. This causes a kill pretty much every 60 seconds. I love this skill. And I'm also getting 5% more damage on my dual skill. So everything here is focused on my pistol whip, maximizing it. I'm also using, for my equipment, I have the Berserker's Amulet with the Jewel. So maximizing, again, power and precision and crit damage, of course. Divinity Runes, I still think these are the best. Almost every build you want to do with that uses crit, of course, is going to want to have divinities. There's another option on this build too. If you want to have double pistols instead of the short bow, you can do the unload attack, which is actually pretty good damage as well. I'm not a huge fan of that because I feel like I already have the burst on the pistol whip. And the advantage of unload, though, is I think you can do the unload while moving. So that might be a reason to try that out. So that's about it. Give it a shot. Actually, there's one more thing I want to talk about. I made this version here. This has a little bit more utility than another version of this build that has an even stronger burst. So let me show you what the other build is first. Okay, so instead of this side strike, man, I really need to stop getting in combat. But instead of the side strike, there's another trait you can get called Signets of Power or something like that. Whenever you use a signet, it will, oh, here we go. Yeah, this is it. Whenever you use a signet, you gain 5 stacks of might for 5 seconds. So the more bursty version of this build would have the Signet of Assassins or something like that. Where is it? Assassin Signet. So you would pop this right before using your mug, giving it 50% more damage, right? And then also have the Signet of Malice instead of the Hide in Shadows. So you'd pop Hide in Shadows, pop Assassin Signet, and why not pop the Malice or the Signet of Shadows too. So that's 3 Signets giving you 15 stacks of might, leading into the Steel and the Pistol Whip with haste. It does about 20% more damage. I want to say 20% more damage on the burst. But the thing is, you definitely need a poison for this to work, so you have to lose the Thieves Guild to get the Basilisk Venom for the stun instead. If you don't have a Venom immobilizing your enemy, after you steal onto them, the Pistol Whip has a cast time. I'll show you here. Like, there's a cast time before you actually do anything, and if they're moving away from you after you Shadow Step, then they will actually evade the whole thing. That's not what you want, right? So, however, I really prefer this version here. You can try both of them. Thieves Guild is amazing when you want to fight an NPC. So if you want to fight the Chieftain, right? If you pop the Thieves Guild, let him tank for you while you attack the Chieftain, you can kill him solo. You can also kill the Guild Lord solo in about 7 seconds if you have the Thieves tanking for you. And Thieves Guild also practically guarantees a kill in a 1v1. So that's a very, very strong skill. The 3-minute cooldown is kind of it sucks, but wasting an elite skill just because you wanted to have another Signet instead of Devour Venom, I don't like that idea very much. I think this is a stronger setup. Another thing that I think is very important is hide in shadows instead of the Signet of Malice, because when you want to spike someone out, say you're in a duel 1v1, you finish them off, use your heal first so you can spike them while being invisible. It really helps to kill warriors and other classes that need to target you to be able to stop your spike. I love doing that. It's really strong. Alright, so that's about it. Try it out. Let me know how you like it. And I think it's more than a little OP, so this might be getting nerfed at some point. I did some dueling earlier, and I think I went like 20 and 2, something like that. Yeah. So see you next video.
Holy crap, that's worse, dude. That's the one.
Oh, get wrecked.